What's up with it, Demon Fam? Back at it again with another reaction.
We are completely opposite in the way we view the opposite gender, the way we view sex, the way we view relationships. There's a masculine and a feminine. There are things that men can do that women can't, and vice versa. We are not equal whatsoever. So a man that can have sex with a lot of girls is a higher status guy and brings value to some degree. He's doing something right. A woman that has sex with a lot of dudes has no value because she's wasted it on a bunch of dudes.
But you can have sex with any girl that's willing to have sex with you. So how does that bring value? How does that make you valuable if you don't respect your penis?
You can't. Because here's the difference. Women are consistently and overwhelmingly underestimate how difficult it is to attract the opposite gender as a man. Even the most promiscuous of women have standards. You guys might think she's the biggest hoe ever. She's still gonna have a standard to some degree. A lot of these big, like, OnlyFans 304s, huh?
Isn't that scary for you guys? Like, to not know, you're going out, where are you finding these women? I know it's harder for men to get women than it is for women to get men. I get that.
Yeah.
But you're going out and you don't know who she's been with. You don't know. I mean, there's STDs. There's promiscuity with these women that you're having sex with.
No, but you're missing the point that sex is not as easy for men to come by as it is for women. A guy that has sex with girls is doing something right.
Right, I get that, but it doesn't make it right for you to have a girl.
All your statements can be used vice versa, and that's not what he's saying. Though he's saying that it's harder for men to get sex than what it is for women. Like, for women, it's easy. Y'all will always have men that are gonna approach you for sex, but for a guy, it's not the same thing. He has to make up for it in other ways. It's the only way he's gonna get sex. He has to make for it. If he doesn't have looks, he has to make up for it with money or something else, something that shows that he can provide.
Girl at home and then go out and have sex with all of these women. Like, why are we placing value on that?
Well, relationships and sex and relationships, like the mating process is amoral by nature. It's not meant to be fair. It's not meant to be moral. It's not meant to be any of that stuff. We're here to reproduce, and unfortunately, there are unflattering realities in the reproduction process.
And if we're here to reproduce, then are you reproducing with all of these women that you're having sex with?
No, but you're still
that's the point,
you're still copulating because that is the act to reproduce. So you're still hardwired to do it because that is what leads to creating offspring. Like, this is why men's sex drive is so much higher than women in general.
We're not covering morale if it's right or wrong. We're just saying
this is what it is.
What guys are actually gonna do. So, I think for women, if you know your guy has options to do things, but you don't see it in your face, it's okay. For example, like, okay, he's successful, he's good looking, girls want him, but I don't see it in my face. All right. But if you see it in your face, it's like, oh hell no, nigga. Now you're like telling me to my face that I ain't worth shit. So I think if it's kind of behind closed doors, it's okay.
I think a woman that's okay with that is either not sexually attracted to you, and she's okay with you going out and having sex with other women, or she doesn't place value on sex, so she inherently is probably a hoe herself. I think that a woman that's okay with her dude going out with, and I agree with majority of what you guys talk about, but not this, like, I mean, not monogamy type thing.
You're making the fatal flaw of thinking that you have the leverage. I
don't know about that.
It's not when you.
I wouldn't agree with that because women base most of their ideals and stuff off emotion. So even with sex, like, they're not gonna go sleep with someone that they don't actually feel a connection with. Like, unlike a guy can go sleep with a ton of women and still come back to the woman that he so-called loves.
If you're with a winner, you don't make that decision anymore. That's on the guy.
But that's because we
view sex differently. You want to be the
main,
or you want to be by yourself?
So winner. So are we talking? What type of winner are we talking about? Are we talking about Chris Brown or like?
I mean, a higher status guy in general. I mean, hell, even average guys going to cheat on you anyway. So it's like, men are only as faithful as their options.
Because I would argue, right, that most women, like you said, would probably find a problem with that because they're not in. Well, if they're into you, they don't want that to happen. But my thing is, if you leave that guy cheating on you, right, you go somewhere else, he gonna cheat too. So it's kind of like, where are you going? You going to leave a guy that loves you, cares about you, taking care of you, to another guy that's gonna cheat? Like, you're not really winning in that scenario. So it's like, if the guy's caring for you, why leave?
Yeah. I mean, this is all to come back full circle. Where we started this conversation was he's basically with a girl that he's been with for 3 years. She hasn't had sex with him in a month and a half. I'm saying to be able to gain some kind of frame back, you need to maintain your attraction. And the only way you do that a lot of the times is by pre-selection, other girls finding you attractive. So I'm not saying you got to go out and cheat on her, bro, or have sex with other girls, but you need to be able to show that you can. That's very important. Girls need to constant a reminder that they're with a winner. They need to see other girls attracted to you. They need to feel anxiety, and when girls aren't comfortable, that's when you get the best treatment out of them. Sorry, that's just how it is.
If you're gonna be in that position to have options,
yeah,
you shouldn't have to go looking for those options.
As a man,
you should just have those options. Like, girls should come to you if that's the type of person that you are, where you're a breadwinner, you're top of the top. Why are you looking for those options? Why do you need
guys still
to
have
go?
to put work in regardless. Like,
Why
ladies,
do
you
you
gotta
need to
you
go?
gotta understand that women rarely, if ever, approach men, and the most beautiful women never approach men. So you're still gonna have to put in work. You're gonna have to initiate the conversation. Maybe it'll be easier. She won't give you as much of a headache, which we're gonna actually get into this topic here in a second. She'll make it easier for you, but you still have to initiate to some degree as a man.
It kind of seems like you're admitting that you can't pull girls.
Okay, you know what? Let me ask you a question so I have your basis.
Huh?
Because here's the thing. I want to see where this is coming from. Let's say, what percentage of guys? What percentage of women do you think guys are closing that they talk to?
That they're what?
Let's say you take an attractive guy,
That they're closing.
you know, charismatic, charming, etc. He talks to 10 girls. How many of them do you think he's actually gonna close and have sex with?
Probably half.
Like
Say
2.
maybe 4.
4? Let's go around the table on this.
1.
What do you think?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Charming, charismatic, good-looking guy, great on paper. He talks to 10 girls. How many of them is he gonna sleep with?
It depends on what type of girl he's going after, but probably like 3, 4.
Think 3 or 4. What about you? You said how many? 4.
I said 4.
What about you?
I think all 10 if he can.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, you said he has everything going on, like,
Yep.
checks it. I feel like all 10.
All 10. All right. What about you?
0.
Z-
He's not gonna close.
You don't think he's gonna close any of them? Okay.
All 10.
Like 2?
2.
I'll say all 10.
Probably around like half. At
5?
least half.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say half too.
Okay. Couch?
From experience, I think all 10.
All
Sure.
10.
For
Okay.
sure.
Sure.
For sure.
What about you?
Caramba.
Probably half. 5.
That's very revealing. Great. All right, ladies, if you take a world-class guy that is good enough to teach this stuff at a seminar level, he is closing only 1 out of 10 of those girls. 10%. 10% is considered God tier status. And the reason why I asked that question, because I wanted to kind of see where your guys' mind's at, to see what an actually attractive guy can get. Yes, it is much harder than you think. 10% is considered God tier. You can teach this shit at an international level. You're the fucking man. Guys that are like, that document their, because there's guys out there that are pickup artists that document their stuff. Paul Jenka, 8%, and he's considered world class.
Damn.
I mean, think about it. Even in your daily life, how many guys do you actually like reject? A lot, right? Instagram, in person.
All of them.
They ain't getting
Facts.
chances. So it's like those niggas aren't getting laid.
So they're trying really hard to cheat on their girl.
No, we're just saying.
It's not even that. He's just talking about in general, you
They might have it
dumbass.
where they actually take action. We're just saying, look, if we were the guy of means, he has options because he's around certain people. He might meet them out in the public, and then, for example, is he gonna say no? Probably not.
It's to illustrate,
I would
ladies.
respect if he said no.
It's to illustrate how difficult it is for men to get sex versus how easy
Yeah,
it is
but
for
he's
women
not.
to get sex. We're not the same.
You'd appreciate it, but you can't. He can't tell you something you don't want to hear because he's not gonna get laid.
And that can have sex. A lot of women is
Like
respected.
that's the gist
The
of
woman that has
it.
sex a lot
He's
of
not
dudes
gonna
is
get
admonished.
laid, so he's
Very
not gonna tell you
simple.
something you don't want to
Respected
hear.
by men or women. He is.
He's respected by society in general.
Yeah, facts.
Other guys look up to him. Other women lust for him. That's just kind of how it is. Because it is extremely difficult for men to get a lot of girls. But
It's because y'all, in a relationship, y'all crave experience, especially in the bedroom. Guys crave inexperience.
very easy for a lot of girls to get a lot of guys. So it's just not the same. I just told you guys, world class closes 1 out of 10. Think about that for a second.
I would respect a man to turn those options down. Though. I would respect that more. Knowing that he has options, knowing
No, that's fine. She's saying that. That's cool.
knowing that he has options, cool.
Uh-huh.
But for him to turn them down, that would get more respect from me. And probably women
Yeah.
here.
Like he
have
just said, though,
Of course
men
you
are
said
only
that.
as
Insecure
faithful as their
vibes.
options.
Hey.
You know, I think this might be a perfect time for a certain analogy.
Candy store!
Yeah, I think I might have to do it because you know what?
Candy shop.
I'll say this real fast before I give this analogy. Privilege is invisible to those that have it, and women have a privilege in dating that you guys don't even see and or recognize.
Eesh, that was a W thing.
You approached me on a sugar daddy website and asked me to be your sugar baby, and then
Never
couldn't
did.
afford my allowance.
Never did.
He couldn't afford my $10,000 allowance a month, and said, "Haha, that's funny. Why don't you just come on my podcast instead?" So he pays $40 a month.
Are you done making your point now? Because let's really talk about this then.
Yeah.
You wanted $10,000 a month, and I said no, because I'm not gonna
I
pay
don't
you.
want $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
I
no.
make well over $10,000
But I'm
a
saying
month.
I'm not paying no girl any money. Like I don't do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for
You've
cementing
never
my-
bought pussy before?
Nope.
I wish we could.
Nope. And thank
Have
you
you
for
ever bought a
cementing that.
flight?
Selena,
Have you ever got an Uber?
Selena, stop interrupting.
Sorry.
So thank you for cementing the fact that I don't pay girls off sugar sites.
Facts.
Thank you.
Then why are you
And
on
then
there?
also
Why are you on there?
because I use it as a dating site. I've said it many times.
Alright, get on, bro.
Stop. Hobbit time. Question for the ladies. In your opinion, what do you think disqualifies women from being taken seriously? That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start right here and work our way back. What disqualifies a girl from getting a serious boyfriend?
Yeah, I actually want to hear this.
Go. What's one trait?
Your profession. If you're a bottle girl or you work in the club, a lot of men won't take you seriously.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh!
What about you?
Oh!
What automatically disqualifies a woman from a long-term relationship and/or marriage?
I believe kids
Okay.
Okay.
have multiple children. Sorry.
Okay. What about you?
For you?
That's the dumbest thing I ever.
Mindset?
Okay, give us the specific mindset that disqualifies them.
I think if you,
Mike.
sorry, if you think about like things that really don't matter, like things that are not
There are women with multiple kids that get wifed up. Just
relevant or trying to basically
Just
put
let
you
that
in a
sink
better
in.
place life. Like you're still thinking about, like you said, oh, I'm young, I'm lit, I want to go to the club, I want to this, I want to that. Like you're worried about everything that's trending. You're not really setting a foundation for later on in life trying to build.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
So, could we say prioritizing partying?
Yep.
Because that's a very broad topic you gave. Okay.
Well,
perfect.
yeah, prioritizing.
Prioritizing partying.
She's putting her fun enjoyment over family and
Okay.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Being desperate.
Okay. Be a little bit more.
can
descriptive
you
in
elaborate
What do
on
you mean
that?
specifically with being desperate? That could be many things.
I think men like the chase, you know. So if you're just kind of like, I just need a husband, any husband, you know, anyone will do, and that I think that's like the biggest turnoff.
Okay.
You can feel the energy. Like it's too easy. It's like
Yeah, you know, you want to be a prize to win. Not that women are prizes to win, you know, but you should hold yourself to a higher standard.
Okay. Question for you: do you think men are the prize or the women are the prize in a relationship?
Both.
There can only be one prize.
Yeah, say that.
I don't
One
agree.
has to, one party always has to concede to the other and care less. That's the way it is. That's how all relationships are formed.
That's totally
Yeah,
true.
but I think they could shift.
It's never.
I don't think in
It's not
I mean in
equal.
some relationships, of course, there could be a dominant and a submissive.
That's
but,
how anything goes. Yes.
But I think they could also switch.
I would say in damn near any relationship, somebody's always giving more.
They don't have it doesn't have to stay like that the entire time.
Okay. So the majority of the time, since
Whether it be love, money, providing a house, a home, like
wanna be
somebody's
peculiar,
always
the
giving
majority
more.
of the time, who is the prize?
Probably the women.
Okay, you think the woman is?
Yeah.
go queen.
Okay. So
He disagrees.
no. I mean, no. I just that's an interesting point. Why is the woman the prize?
I think that's how society looks at it. That's why men
But-
and I think you
We're not talking about why society looks the way society looks at it. We're talking about the way you look at it.
say this also all the time. Men care more about beauty, and women care more about riches.
Fair enough. What's harder to attain, beauty or money?
Gotcha, bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
It de-
Damn,
it
that's what I like her
depends.
answer. Go ahead.
It depends for sure. I mean, now
I'd
it's
say
easier
money.
to become more beautiful. You know, there's easier access to plastic surgery and hair extensions and
Okay.
this and
So
that.
since it's easier to become beautiful and that's women's main commodity, how is it that women are the prize when getting riches is harder?
Because you could come from money. You don't have to. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. All right. What about you? What is
Yeah,
a
the
trait
first
that
one to
automatically
actually think
disqualifies
about
a
what
woman
she's
from a long-term
saying. That's
relationship?
crazy.
I mean, outside of, I guess, being a party girl, outside of that, I don't know. Just, I don't know. Somebody that's either a party girl or someone that has like
disqualify
a,
if she's.
I mean, I guess just
Yo,
outside.
that nigga needs to
motherfuckers
chill.
just know you be sleeping around and stuff
Ain't
like
no way
that.
you can
Okay.
be donating
So, hold
$2 and saying that shit. No.
Sure.
Okay.
I
She
didn't
just
say
didn't
that.
want to say that.
I'm not gonna say that.
It's amazing
but-
how girls like dance around it, bro. Okay, what about you, Maya? What disqualifies a girl for automatically?
When she's a pick me, like.
Oh, really?
Yes. From my experience, my dad has this girlfriend right now, and my dad finds her so annoying. She follows him everywhere in the gas station, all up over him. Don't give him no chance to breathe. Like he can't eat alone. Like just pick me. You too nice for him. Like you like a pushover. Like and he sees it, so he's gonna just talk to you any type of way, treat you any type of way, whether it's in your face or behind your back.
Very interesting. But wouldn't it be fair to say that he's telling you one thing, but his actions show otherwise? He's still in the relationship with the girl.
Yeah.
And that's you're saying her being a pick me is still attractive, or you saying that's not?
Yeah, it
attractive?
is, man. Men like a submissive girl. They don't like a girl that's gonna. They don't like a girl that's gonna argue with them the whole way through the relationship. They want a girl that's kind of gonna conform to them.
I mean, your father's telling you one thing, but his actions show another. So what do we go off of?
Well, she's unattractive to him because she's being a pick me. That's unattractive.
She can't be unattractive to him if they're still in a relationship.
The word
her.
you've been using
Or
is
it's
kind of
too
wrong.
boring.
I wouldn't say pick me. I would just say she's overly like
clingy
and maybe doing too much. But,
yes.
but pick me isn't like a bad thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, and
it's her opinion though. She thinks a pick me is bad.
I think it's
like-
bad when you're doing enough for me to say you're a pygmy. Then that means you're annoying in some sort. You
Yeah.
can be a normal woman and just not be a hoe, but you don't have to be I don't know, like a mega boring ass woman. Like you still gonna get cheated on. You might still get divorced.
Yeah,
Like,
but what Myron is saying is he's still with her. You know what I'm saying? So if he's still with her, then that means
she's with him. Like
I mean,
you
but
tell her to her face you don't want
I
her
wouldn't
every
say
day, and
that's
she's still
necessarily
dating.
true
Like,
that you're gonna get cheated on. It's because the way I look at it, it's the high value men that have the option to cheat. The average man doesn't have the option to cheat. Like he was just telling you the percentages of a guy that has all the check marks on attractiveness, financial stability, all that, and he's only gonna bag 1 out of 10 girls. So so you can't say that men are just gonna cheat. It's the high value men are gonna cheat because they have the option to cheat. The average man is going I wouldn't say all men cheat. Like a good majority of men cheat, yes, but I know the exception doesn't make the rule, but still, like, you can't group the whole thing, especially when most of the men that you're talking to on this podcast are of high value status.
He's still dealing with her though.
Yeah.
He's still dealing with her though, because she's still there. He's
because she's a servant. Yeah, she's a reliable servant.
She's a
Yes,
servant.
she's a reliable servant. That's what you want.
Well, just to add to that point, if he's still there with her, on some level, her being like that does speak volumes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a stage 5 clinger is annoying. Like,
Yeah.
bro, if a girl's clinging like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
bro.
But he never married her. She's like 50 something years old,
yeah, sure.
and she pays the bills in the house.
Yeah, sure.
She does too much.
Well, that's why he with her.
Why?
Exactly.
You're literally explaining why he's with her, and you don't even understand why. Like it's crazy to me. You can't even comprehend what you're saying right now. You're just speaking.
But he with her. So like I said before, this is a perfect example of like watch someone. You could listen to someone's words, but always watch what they do.
Yeah.
What about you? What is the one trait that a girl automatically no longer qualifies for a relationship?
Not having goals or
Okay.
aspirations for the
I
future.
wouldn't say
I'm
that.
not ambitious, okay?
Ambitious.
Not.
Question for you: do you think men care about women's ambition?
No.
So why would you say that?
Then why the fuck would she need? Think about the question before you answer, bro.
Automatically disqualifies them from a relationship.
If you're,
Ay, caramba.
some guy said there, if you're partying too much, if you don't think about your future, I mean, not
Partying is not a fucking ambition. Shut up.
being ambitious, but thinking about your future. Just
I mean, those are two different things.
okay. I said thinking about my future. He said being ambitious. Okay, being ambitious. but
No, I said
No, 'cause
not,
you said goals.
not ambitious.
not
said
ambitious.
goals.
I'm sorry.
So do
But
guys
I'm talking about goals and thinking about your future,
my
what's
God.
happening with your life. I mean, if you're just living the moment, partying, and don't give a fuck
Any
about
thought.
what's happening in the future, that might be a
What's your
red
goals?
flag.
So do guys not care about that? No, don't. Care
No,
about
they don't.
No,
I had
they
a man
don't.
that stood in my goddamn house that just got out of jail. He got some money, obviously. Don't got a house, got a shitty ass car. Told me nobody cares. You got a master's degree. You did this, you did that. You got money, bitch. You don't have nothing, actually. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
We don't care.
They don't
Y'all don't
care at all.
You don't care
No.
how much money
You
you
work
make.
at
I'm sorry for laughing, but
Why
it's
do
so
you think
fucked.
these girls walk around Walmart with 30-inch weaves? Because they know the niggas is coming to Walmart. They don't care. And they gonna still take them and wipe them, like
Why
Byron
is that
said. He agrees.
I mean,
You're not saying nothing.
no, it's not that. It's just it really at this point. Well, we've interviewed almost 1,700 women on this podcast, and it still to this day amazes me how little women actually know about what men want.
1660.
Yeah, 1,660 girls we've interviewed on the show, and a lot of them think that men care about a woman's ambition, her income, her career, her degrees.
So you're okay with a woman
Well,
who
maybe
just
there you
gets
have
up
your
and doesn't do anything?
statistics.
every
Yeah.
day?
Yes.
If there are
That's what
so
he's
many
been telling
women
you
that
for
come
fucking
here
10
and express
minutes.
their opinion,
Yeah.
there you have your statistic here.
Yes.
Not on
my-
Tinder. I mean, if they are all thinking the same.
You understand that what we were talking about earlier with the Tinder was about what men find attractive
Yeah,
as
I know. I'm
age,
just
completely
putting an
different.
example for you.
Yeah, but you got to use
Quoting
statistics
the
where they make sense. So
statistics.
what I'm saying is that women in general, right, from my anecdotal experience, right, in general, think that men value things that men typically really don't. Most girls don't really know what men want, is what I've come to realize from doing the show. They think they do, but they don't.
But I'm saying, so you guys really don't care about a woman who, works.
I'll make it simple for you. The
Go
more
ahead.
money and the more status a man has, the less he cares about a woman's status and income.
So it's
promise.
okay if she just does nothing.
No, they don't.
Yes,
care. I
they
promise.
don't.
They do not
Because
care.
Oh my God, why do you
Not
keep-
care.
successful making money? Your money's your money. Our money's your money and our money. So it's like either way, it's like we have to spend money on you. You don't spend money on us. You know what I'm saying? As in, like, your money's your money.
No guy
I don't
says,
know,
yo, my dick is hard, this girl has a PhD or a master's.
That is
No
actual
guy cares
facts.
about that.
Why is that? Why is when you're in a relationship, your money is you and your girl's money, but her money is her money? Because I ain't never have a girl buy me fucking shit. Swear to God. And all the times I dated a girl, never had her buy me shit, never had her buy me so much. She never even bought me so much as a birthday gift. But I bought them tons of shit because that was my girl and it felt right. That's crazy.
But I don't think women say, "Oh, my coochie is wet because he has a." I'm wet because he has a master's degree either.
Yeah, well, no.
It's,
No, but
yeah,
it's like
you're,
my
you're,
boy,
because
That
you usually ain't met that he got a master's
make
degree.
him
That
more than likely
yeah,
a
exactly.
higher earner, which is what women are turned on by because ambition, higher earnings, these
They're
are all
not.
security features.
Yeah, thank you.
Men don't
Myron.
care about a woman's
Thank
ability
you.
to provide security. Women do.
Right.
Men look for replication value. Women look for survival value. Is he tall? Does he make money? Is he confident? Is he a leader? Men look for, is she young? Is she beautiful? Is she fertile? We look to replicate. You look to survive.
No, I'll tell you what. A man of means, if you got debt, stay away from me. Like, if you got like a lot of debt, credit card
Oh,
debt,
that, yeah.
student loan debt, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a bill.
So,
But I mean, it's wild because like girls don't know this shit, but like, guys have to know what women want, but women don't necessarily have to know what men want. And
Yeah.
I've always said it's because women are in a privileged position where guys are always going to approach them no matter what.
Yep.
So why the hell do you guys need to understand this if we're going to come to you anyway, regardless?
don't matter.
If I had a bad bitch showing up to my house every day wanting to suck my dick, I wouldn't give a fuck about what women want either. So, anyway.
Coming every day.
Yeah. Trait that automatically disqualifies a girl from a relationship.
I would say having like baggage, a lot of exes, and children.
Okay. Having baggage.
I don't agree with the children thing at
Not
all.
wanting to have kids.
All right.
Automatic. I feel like
March.
if her hygiene is horrible and like her vagina smells, you're not gonna
Ooh.
date her.
Okay. So we have. So the question was, what automatically disqualifies a woman from a relationship with a man? You said profession, what she does for work, whether she's a bottle girl, maybe stripper, whatever it is. You said her having kids. You said her prioritizing partying. You said her being desperate. The woman is a prize. LOL. You said being a party girl and or a hoe. Well, you didn't want to say hoe, but you said being a party girl. Maya said being a pick-me. You said not ambitious / partying. You said lots of exes and children. You said not wanting to have kids, and then you said hygiene. Though all these things are, fairly important, you guys all missed the biggest one, man, which again proves my point that girls don't know what the fuck guys want. Being a hoe is an automatic disqualifier, ladies. Like,
I said that.
Yeah, but I had to say it for you. You didn't want to say it, and none of you overtly said it. Being promiscuous and coming with a fucking huge body count is gonna disqualify you from a lot of guys.
Because there's a right way to say the wrong thing.
Well, here's the problem. Women are more
No,
concerned
it's
with how
not.
things are said versus what is said.
Don't sugarcoat shit. Just say it how it is.
Say the truth. You guys are more concerned with, I don't want the girls on the panel to judge me. I don't want to come off as an asshole. I don't want to come off as a bitch and have the girls get mad at me. But none of you guys wanted to say the uncomfortable truth. And the reality is all of y'all know this. All of you guys were reluctant to say your body count for a reason. Girls know deep down the number one thing a guy cares about is you not being a slut. But girls don't want to admit this shit.
And also, just to add to that point as well, another thing you could add in there is being masculine. Like if you're too masculine, you're too argumentative, it's like he don't want you around. He'll smash you, but like he'll wipe you up.
What do you mean too masculine?
right?
For example, let's say you're with somebody, and every second is competition, it's arguments. It's like, yo, that's stressful. Like I already go to work, slay the dragon. Oh, when I come home, I just want peace. It's like niggas don't want headaches.
You approached me on a sugar daddy website.
Shut up, please. Be quiet.
When girls tell you guys the truth, a lot of the times it's so that they can go ahead, get all the information they need to make a decision, right, on how.
Say in general, if I care for you, I'm gonna provide in every way that I can. So, yeah, just
Can you commodify it so it's not too general? Like what would it be exactly that you would provide?
So doing little things that I can, like say I'm making breakfast for myself and my partner is home, I might as well ask if they'd like breakfast, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Wait a second.
Like,
Wait a second. You mean suck
asking?
dick, right? You said it's not working.
I said make breakfast.
I thought she said something.
I said something. Sorry.
I thought that's what she said.
Okay, somebody else.
I thought
Okay.
she meant connection.
Okay. So you would make
meant scrambled
breakfast
eggs.
while you're making breakfast.
There's a lot more than that, but yeah, that's just an example.
Give us like your top two.
Oh no,
Are women oppressed in the West? Do we need feminism?
In the West.
No.
We can start here and then work our way. Do you think women are oppressed?
Are women oppressed?
And when he says the West, he means first world countries: United States, Canada, Australia, UK, Germany, etc. Spain.
From the lack of feminism?
No. Is feminism necessary? Like, feminism is the idea that women are oppressed and that we need to fight for women's rights and women are not equal. So are women oppressed?
So I'm.
Well, one at a time.
Yeah, y'all go.
Yeah.
Mason.
So are women oppressed and is feminism necessary? Bam.
Chin.
Yes, I say women are oppressed in those areas, and feminism is necessary.
Okay. That's you. You're next to her.
Yes, I agree. Yes. 1,000%.
Oh God.
Okay. And you think
Oh,
feminism is necessary? So I'm going to assume feminism is necessary since they're oppressed.
Yes.
Okay. Yes and yes. All right. What about you?
Yes, I feel like women are oppressed because we are like the only humans that can't choose what to do with our bodies in certain places now. You guys can do whatever you guys want, but you guys are putting laws on what we can do, and that's not fair.
Can you explain to me how women?
Abortion.
Okay. Are you speaking about Roe v. Wade?
I'm just speaking like that's a thing that's always kind of been a thing,
Okay,
They
what
always
if
want to
I-
control a woman's body, their right to vote, like it's
Well,
multiple things.
Women have been able to vote for a very long time, but
But it was a point in time where they weren't.
I'm talking about now, though.
Well,
is feminism necessary right now?
Yes, because like abortion, that's like
Okay.
taking their right to like do what they want to do.
The right to kill babies.
Real quick, I will say this.
I mean, what if they were raped though, or something like that? Like,
Okay, that accounts for less
Yeah,
than
she-
that's about
Yeah,
2%, 2 to 3% of the
still, I know it's a minority, Myron, but still, you can't say that they shouldn't be allowed to abort. Like, in those circumstances, then yes, they should be able to abort their
abortion
baby.
reasons. So it's actually more.
But I am also pretty sure that it's not legal, and abortion's still legal in certain states. So you could just go somewhere else and get an
or like
abortion.
90+% is just elective, like they're
I don't know
doing
the
it just
numbers.
because.
I just feel like you should be able to do whatever you want. Like men are able to do whatever they want.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So you're saying Roe v. Wade and feminism is needed so women can control their bodies. What if I told you all it did was equalize things because now men have reproductive, now women have no reproductive rights just like men haven't? I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you a scenario.
That's really what it would do.
This scenario may be unlikely because you're probably triggered at me right now, but hypothetically, if me and you had sex, right, and the semen left me and went into you, I now have no reproductive rights. So let's say you said I don't want the kid, and I say I do want the kid. You can abort that baby, and I have zero reproductive rights. That's how it used to be in the United States. Now, what's happened is it's equalized. So the state's saying basically, because what's not the feds anymore, the feds basically said go to state. So depending on the state you're in, the state's saying, well, both y'all don't have rights. This baby's living. So if anything, it equalized things.
I guess you're right in that way, in that sense.
Okay, fair enough.
So how are women oppressed?
But
Yeah.
what if y'all not ready to have kids? What
Yeah.
if her mindset is not there? Both.
I mean, yeah, it sucks because, but now you know what it feels like to be a man. You have zero reproductive rights if you're in a state that doesn't allow abortion. You can always travel state lines and go somewhere else,
Her
but
body, her choice.
Yeah.
but now you guys are
That's
basically
what
getting
everybody doesn't get with feminism. It's for it's basically like equal rights, equal fights type shit.
what men have been dealing with forever.
Yeah, but I think what she was asking was,
It's not
what
just
if both
for the.
is not
It,
ready
they
to
they
raise
basically
that
want the
child
same
and
benefits
you
that
still have
men
to have
get.
that
And
baby?
You're
I mean,
both equally
there's-
powerless.
We don't really
It used
get
to be-
a
it
lot of
used to be
benefits.
only the woman had the power.
That's the
I feel
problem.
like that's not fair.
Yeah, don't fuck
Especially in
wrong.
America.
If
Like,
anything,
this
it
is the
made
United
that's
States.
wait, hold on. It actually made it fair.
Chill.
Roe v. Wade actually made it fair.
Men made, I mean, humans make condoms. Condoms shouldn't even exist.
Huh?
Okay.
No, she's responding to what Nick
All
Stephen
right.
said.
So
Yeah,
you still
she's
think
for
women
the
are
streets.
oppressed?
No, yeah.
Okay. All right. So and feminism is needed. Cool. What
I'm
about
guessing
you?
that you don't use condoms.
In some
But, okay.
senses.
I don't like abortion and I don't like feminists.
Okay.
Like,
So,
I think feminists are why women fight in the army, and I'd rather be at home. Like I don't want to be drafted. I'm sorry.
They're doing the quality of life for us.
I'm
literally.
sorry.
All right.
Like I'm from Georgia.
So are
We're
women
just-
oppressed in the West or not?
I don't agree. I think there's certain reasons things aren't implemented in certain countries because they have an older fashion or traditional style. For me, I'm more traditional, and I'm not gonna tell another woman what to do with their body, to each their own.
So
But
no,
in
they're not
my
oppressed.
opinion, I don't agree with any of the stuff.
well,
that
it's not about agree. Do you think women are oppressed in
No.
first world countries? Okay. No.
No, not at all.
What about you? Do you think women are oppressed in first world countries?
Do I think women are oppressed?
Yes.
No. Do
No.
I think feminism is necessary? Probably a little bit, yeah, now.
Okay.
Because I don't care about what anybody say. Like,
If women aren't oppressed, then why do you need feminism?
Yeah, literally,
Feminism is women's rights.
mm-hmm. I'm going to take it back to Roe v. Wade.
So you are oppressed or you're not?
Overall, no, I don't think so. But I feel like right now it's a little bit more necessary for women to, care a little bit more about their rights.
So wait, are you making the same argument as her with the Roe v. Wade?
I'm using that as an example. I'm going to use that as an example.
I would say Roe v. Wade. Number one, all it did was delegate the power to the states.
Like,
So let's say you're in a state that abortion is illegal. What it did was
If you're not
equalize it. So now you
oppressed,
have no
then
reproductive
why would
rights
you
just
need
like the men.
feminism?
You know what? I'm going to just...
And that is actually the definition of feminism: equality for both genders.
She's like, uh-oh.
Why do you call that equality?
Because you had the right to be first.
And now we both don't.
But what does my body?
It's my
what
body
we
too.
did-
It's my nut.
Exactly. What does that have to do with the state?
My nut,
what
my
does that have
choice.
to do with anybody in this room?
Okay, so let me-
That's not your decision or the government's decision to make.
Here's the thing: I'm not taking a side here. I'm just simply,
he's just
responding to the
stating.
argument that women are oppressed because of Roe v. Wade. I'm saying you're not necessarily oppressed. All you did was become equalized to men now.
Well, yeah, but why do you say it's equal when it's not?
Because men have no reproductive rights in the United States.
Yeah, but based on the decision that needs to be made is not equal because the government or the state is making that decision for you.
Okay, are you missing the logic here? Let me explain one more time. Yeah, you're missing the logic. Let's say you hook up with a guy. Guy busts a nut inside you. You decide you don't want the kid. He wants the kid. You can abort that baby prior to Roe v. Wade, and you can abort that baby regardless of what he says. Or vice versa, he says abort the baby, say fuck you, no, I'm gonna have the kid, and you can charge him for child support. So you have 100% control in the birthing process in the United States, and that's how it was. Men have 0 reproductive rights. So what Roe v. Wade did was, if you live in an abortion state, an anti-abortion state, you are now just like a guy. You have no reproductive rights. The state said, fuck both y'all, you don't make the decision, we're gonna make it for you, kids coming out.
It just
So it actually made it equal to the definition of feminism.
so much more when it comes to
Okay.
We already talked about that. We're going in circles.
Okay,
man.
so I literally
Did we
defined
win? I don't remember that.
rape accounts for
2%.
less than like 2 to 3% of overall reasons for why people abort. So it's statistically insignificant.
That's low.
It's extremely low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most girls that abort is because of
Inconvenience.
just they elected to do so. Okay.
By the way,
having babies is traumatizing now. Like it looks very.
Thanks, King Bishop.
Trauma.
20 more gift of subs, bro. I appreciate that.
So is
Bishop,
having
man.
sex.
Does somebody have? Sorry. Oh, go ahead. Do you have, so Roe v.
Sorry.
Wade? Do you have anything else to add to that besides Roe v. Wade is actually equalizing things?
No, that was it.
I don't. That's it.
All right, fantastic.
Smart choice. Very smart.
That could go forever. Like.
Are women
Next
oppressed?
question, please. Can we go?
We have to go all the way around.
I don't personally think that women are oppressed in 2022, and I don't agree with feminism because I don't think, like how you said, feminism means equality. Men and women are not equal. Equal is a math statement that means that both sides are the same. Women and men are not biologically the same. We have different strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, cool. What about you? Do you think women are oppressed in the West?
No.
No. Do you think feminism is necessary?
Yeah, we should always have the rights.
Okay. What rights do you speak of in general?
Like they were saying before, like it's our body and we're the ones, like at the end of the day, if we keep the child and if the dad decides to walk away,
See, women don't care about double standards as long as it benefits them.
we're the ones stuck with that child forever. So,
But on the other side, if you decide that you don't want to have the kid and he wants the child, you can abort it and he has no reproductive rights.
Can I respond to this,
still,
Myron?
you're the
Because we've
one
been
at
saying
the end
that.
of the day that's like stuck with the child. What if they could say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there, yeah, and then
But you can
That happens a lot.
you can force him to pay child support and he can go to prison for that.
you're right.
Just pals up.
So
Are there any other rights that you don't have as a woman?
No, it's just that.
That's the only one.
Just killing
Yeah.
babies.
Interesting.
Okay.
So are you really oppressed?
Just for fun.
I guess not, huh? All right. Lovely.
In first world countries, no. I
Uh-huh.
don't think feminism is necessary, or I don't think women are oppressed.
Okay.
Okay. You saw the answer shifted, Myron, after you started doing the grilling. That's why you should probably wait till it goes all the way around.
Yeah, I mean,
This half was all women are oppressed. This half was not at all.
No, it's that was.
well, she
the answer
tried
the whole
and
time.
she tried. She tried. All right, so for the ladies that said women are oppressed, which is basically this entire side, actually, it was yes, 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 no, no. Okay. For the ladies that think that women are oppressed, can you tell me one right or privilege that women have that men have that women don't? Start here. If they're really oppressed, if you're oppressed, then you should be able to name some things that you have over us.
Facts.
Or sorry, that we have over you.
Let's not talk about killing babies anymore. We kind of got past that one.
I mean, sometimes like strength, violence, sexual harassment.
That's
it's
not-
uncommon for.
Y'all said you're oppressed. That's not a right.
Yeah, it's like it's more about what like
That's
rights.
biology.
Like a legal right.
Yeah, what is the
Yeah.
right that men have that women don't?
Please tell us.
I'll pass.
If women are really oppressed, okay.
None.
You said what a right that man has more than a female?
Name rights that a man has that woman does not also enjoy. If women are really oppressed.
The pay rate, the pay rate of a job.
Say that.
Oh, really?
There is no
Okay.
wage
Do you
gap.
think that too?
That was my first
So wage gap.
answer.
The wage
Can
gap? Okay.
Do you think that as well?
I agree with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I say something about the wage
Well, hold on.
No, no. Hold on.
What about you?
No, I mean, if a woman's staying at home and the man's working, think about that wage difference. Someone's providing for a whole family while their wife is, or mom of their kids is taking care of the kids at home. That's not two incomes. So there's a
Okay.
reason for a wage or difference, and there's also like the actual like strenuous level of the work. If a guy's doing more manual labor, then he should get paid more.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
what
what I
about
think.
that female that's doing the same exact job as the male.
That's not
They
true.
get paid the same if they're at
why
the
is
same
it
job.
not true? There's
Well,
plenty of
if
articles.
there's-
We'll address it in a second.
It's like
So
a physically exerting job and like you're timing them. I'm just gonna say I think the guy's gonna go faster.
okay.
Like
Right, but
that's
what
just
about,
my
like,
opinion.
A lawyer,
A
woman that's a
lawyer-
lawyer, and a man that's a lawyer. They're
They
doing
need
the
to
same
find.
job.
All right, so you're changing your opinion now. It's the wage gap as well.
Yeah, I think so.
You're jumping in on that one.
Certain jobs, yeah.
I mean,
Okay. They're
if they're a
together.
lawyer, then it goes by case, correct? And who they work for, they need to take that up with their
employer
and
Okay.
and their self worth.
So are you arguing that this wage gap doesn't exist?
I think it's just stupid if you're going to get upset about like guys making more money than women. If guys are more the provider and the breadwinner for the family, then
Okay.
in those cases they're making up for a second person's wage.
Okay. What about you? What do you can you name a rights or something that men have that women don't, or privilege?
I said it was
Well, Roe v. Wade, we already debunked that.
See, this is why I say you should think about the question before you answer it. Because if you're all going to sit here and say that women are oppressed, how come you don't have a right that they have that men share too? Or don't share with men, my bad. But still, like, that makes no sense.
Roe v. Wade equalized. That's all it did.
You got this.
but I said that women weren't oppressed.
After, yeah.
Well then.
So then, no, you cannot name a right that women don't have that men have.
I wouldn't say anything outside of the wage gap. No. Probably.
So you agree with the wage gap as well? Okay.
There is no fucking
well, do you
wage
have
gap.
okay.
Wage gap? No.
What about you? No. You can't think of a thing that men oppress women? She's shaky, man. She's like, oh no, not at all. So you can't think of a right that men have that women don't, or a privilege. Okay. What about you? Okay. All right. Sneaker, you want to address that one?
Why did you all jump to say that? Why do you all think that women are oppressed if you can't really name anything besides the wage gap? And, that's pretty much bullshit. Wage gap is a bunch of nonsense. Like, a lot of people bring up sports or movies or, like, actors and how... name one WNBA player besides the one locked up in Russia.
Okay. You have WNBA.
You've never watched a WNBA game, ever. None of you have. None of you guys all watch.
Y'all can't even bring that up because you want to know why the WNBA doesn't fucking make any goddamn money. It's because the WNBA doesn't make the funding that the NBA does. The NBA brings in like, what is it? It was something. It's some astounding number, but it's in the millions in just ticket sales alone. And the WNBA isn't dead. If you've ever looked on TV at a WNBA game, just look at how many fucking people are in the goddamn stands.
Are keeping up with the Kardashians? You have never watched a WNBA game.
I do not.
Gotcha, bitch.
Like, that's why you get paid less. Same thing with movies. They talk about actors, but all the good movies have male leads.
Okay, for example, what's her name? Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah?
It was not Queen Latifah.
Oprah?
Monique on Netflix. Yes. They oh yeah, like they crossed her out because like how should I say?
They were paying her way less. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
But they were paying her way less, and then you got David Chappelle getting paid more.
But the Monique show wasn't recent. That was like what in the 90s, 2000s. We're talking about 2022.
It was just a thing that she was always being paid less. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about currently, and that show is not current.
It's in general.
And
in general.
Okay, that's the issue that's making the conversation go in circles. The ladies have their own definition, and the men are talking about something completely different. They're talking about now, and you guys are bringing up generalizations in the past. In the hunter-gatherer years, BC, talk about what they're talking about.
We're talking about right
now.
now. How you guys said that women are oppressed, and then you're bringing up stuff from the 90s. That's,
Yeah,
no, say right now.
I think that Monique thing was recent though. Yeah, it's still happening. Yeah,
Yes, it happened last year.
Yeah, that was last
So
year.
question for you, right?
She ain't funny
Let's
either.
say I'm an employer. Let's use some logic here. And I can get away with paying you less money than I could pay him. Why would I hire men? If the way if it's real, right? I'm only gonna hire women. Why would I hire him? I gotta pay him way more money. You could do the same job, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention
Why would
it's
I hire
fucking
you? Hire him
illegal,
over you.
one.
I'm just saying, like, logically speaking, if we can get away with that shit, I'll just hire only women.
Because the men are more effective at doing the job correctly.
Yes.
Well, I could just hire more women to do the same job.
Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle's
It's
but
not
women
even
are
just
not
that,
gonna be as
man.
effective.
The reason the wage gap doesn't fucking exist, and I've said it probably in 2 other videos, is because men statistically they take more higher risk jobs. They tend to work harder and work longer. And 2, they tend to work a lot of overtime. Women seek jobs that are like less high risk. They don't do the construction. They don't do the oil rigs underwater. They go for like accounting or an assistant or something simple. That's the reason why men get paid more.
To complete the job. If you hire 10 women to move all the stuff out of the studio into a new apartment, it's gonna take way longer than if you take 2 men.
Well, I'm doing a logic-based question here. Logically speaking, I'll just hire women to save money as an employer. I'm just saying, generally speaking, if the wage gap was real, all employers would do the same thing.
No,
Why?
because that's not how it works. They're gonna hire the people that they need to work for that company. Like, if I apply for that job and you need me to work there, you're gonna hire me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're paying me less, that's a bonus for you. But I'm gonna pay this person more because he's probably more advanced than I am.
Yes, I agree.
But still, if we're still doing the same job, you feel me? And that guy gets to elevate in the job career that he's in, and she does as well, the guy's still gonna get paid more.
Why?
And she's still gonna. Who knows?
Can I answer your why?
Men are more available than women.
You're arguing that they get paid more. Why?
I don't know why.
'Cause we're better at the
That's what y'all
job.
do it. That's what y'all do.
Men are more
That's
available.
just how they do
She
it.
just said right earlier
Can I say something?
that men do a better job.
That's incorrect. I don't know what she's talking about.
How can you make an argument without any fucking proof? Or
What's your argument? Go ahead.
Oh,
Talk to me, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot. You can hit the stupid button.
Right?
I know. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. I focused in on what she was saying, and I completely forgot.
Men are more available than women. Like, women have like at least 5 to 7 days a month, every single month, where they're feeling like shit, and men don't have to go through
You're
that.
worse workers.
Can I say? I
That's what I'm saying.
remember.
That's why
You're less
men,
effective
men
workers.
get paid more because
Society.
they're more available. You know, women can take time off for themselves because they have to go through like menstruation.
We just look
Okay,
better
but is
doing
that the
it.
employer's fault that you have to
it's
go
just-
through
it's just-
menstruation?
It's just what it is.
And then you brought up Dave Chappelle and then Monique. She's a side character. She's not like a main character.
oh god, Dave Chappelle's is a main fucking actor. The fuck?
Oh, I agree.
That makes no sense at all. So that argument, I was just like, that makes no sense.
Okay.
And then I
Dave Chappelle,
remembered
bro.
what I was gonna say.
All right, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, because I think you were the one that was like, if a man and a woman is at the same job, the man can advance in the field. The reason why employers are less likely to put a woman in a higher position or a promotion is because there's an expectation that at some point in our lives as women, we're going to reproduce.
Maternity leave.
If we're gonna have that happen, why would an employer want to have to pay us for
To not be
maternity
there.
leave to not be there? Like the wage gap happens because women are not
Well, how
equal
would
to
they
men.
know if you're gonna
So,
get
so you
paid?
can ask you a question. You think when you get hired, that's what they're thinking about?
Who's the best worker? Yes.
I mean, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not
Not
who's
if you're
the-
gonna
who-
get
not
pregnant.
who's the best worker, but
They have to
It's
take
whether
it
or
into
not
that person will
consideration.
or won't get pregnant.
Yes.
They're not thinking
Based
about
on
Of course they
not
are.
when you get hired, but on
But how would
promotion.
they know
We
if
get
you're
hired
gonna
because
get-
it's
You can kind
2022.
of
You
guess
need
around
diversity,
age.
or
One mic
your
on somebody's. One mic,
it's
please.
2022. Your company needs to have diversity. It needs to have women. It needs to have POC, or else you will be like literally sued for
Correct.
discrimination.
So what does pregnancy have to do with anything when it's diverse and they're gonna hire you anyways?
Because as an employer,
You're a worse
why would-
worker if you have to take 9 months off. Why would I hire you when
Oh,
there's
that
likely
makes
you're
me
going to get
the
pregnant?
worst worker because
Yeah.
I'm bringing a
It's
new
not the
life into the
employer's-
world.
Yes.
It's not
If
the
I'm running a
employer's
business, you're
problem.
going to take 9
that
months
I'm
off.
working in now. Come on, it's
All right,
generations. You
all
gotta
right.
think
I'm
about
gonna
the
I'm gonna
future.
just destroy the show now because I've been listening to you guys and all of you are making nonsensical arguments. Real quick, for the ladies that think that women actually get paid less than men, have you been at a job where a guy got paid more than you for the same job?
Yes, I don't.
Well, hold on, one by one. Have you ever been at a job where you had the same position as a guy and he got paid more than you?
I have no idea, but I'm
No.
assuming. I don't know.
So you don't know. Okay, what about you? Verified where a guy. Okay, what about you?
No, I get paid more.
Okay, fantastic. Can you tell me why you get paid more than that individual? Even though you were the one arguing the most.
Yeah,
about
how are you?
Even though.
Personal experience.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
And that's cool. That's cool. Why do you get paid more than your male counterpart? Just out of curiosity.
Experience.
Okay.
That's
fantastic.
why,
What about you?
dumbass.
Have you ever been at a job where a guy made more money than you for the same exact position?
I'm sure I have.
Okay, but you don't have
Like working at
verifiable.
Chick-fil-A, I'm sure like my
Fresh.
manager probably got paid more than me.
But
Well,
that's a manager. That's not the same position.
Here's a little secret too. Here's a little secret for y'all applying for fucking jobs, alright? You know that one spot on your application that says desired amount? You can actually ask for how much you'd like to be earned. I actually have friends that work that he's worked at Dollar General, right? And they only pay you like $10 or $11 where I'm at, alright? And he asked for 13, alright? Because that's what he felt like he should be paid, alright? And he was earning it. He was getting $13 only being there for probably like a couple months compared to somebody that's been there for years. They're only making like $11, $12. So that is a myth. That is a straight myth. You can actually ask for what you'd like to earn.
Yeah.
If you're a fry cook and another fry cook is a man, are you guys gonna both get?
That's where trying not to undersell yourself comes in. Don't undersell your own worth.
$15 an hour, or is he gonna get $20 an hour because he has a penis and he can fry things better?
I just feel like males are more available. That's why they get paid more. Women aren't as
Okay,
available.
but in
as
this
men.
case, your manager made more than you. Okay, but that's
No,
not.
okay, let's say there's like somebody the same.
So you don't have a verifiable instance where
No,
a man
but I
made
do
more
feel
than
like
you.
just
You feel like it.
generally because
You don't
men
know, don't
do
feel.
have to pay for more things that they will get paid more.
Okay, but the question was,
for
have
his
you
problem.
ever had a job, same as a guy, and your male counterpart made more than you when you
There's
did the same
nothing I
job?
can prove, okay?
Okay,
I cannot
fantastic.
prove Simple these
question.
What about you? Have you ever had it?
No.
No.
Let
What
me
about
answer the
you?
question. I worked for Nike, and women got paid double for the same exact job. For the
Because
same
of
job,
diversity.
modeling, like doing e-commerce for the website, women got paid double for the same amount of time.
What about you? Have you ever had a position where a man made more than you when you had the same job?
Personally, no. Have I seen
Never?
it? Yes.
Okay, you've seen it. Can you tell me where'd you see it at?
I mean, I have 6 other sisters. So.
Okay. What profession is it that the man makes more?
Oh, you want me to go through all the
Yes. If you're gonna make a claim like that, I want to know exactly why, because I'm gonna debunk all of your guys' arguments right
Not
now.
all of them, just the ones where men are making more than them for the same exact job.
Well, I mean, I'll probably go on the specifics, but 2 of my sisters work. They're like, dental hygienists or something
Okay.
like that.
And the guy makes more than them. Verifiable.
I can't verify.
Okay. Fantastic.
Have I heard shit? Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Have you ever worked a job? No. Where a guy made.
She like, hell no. No.
Me, I have. I used to do security.
Okay.
Um,
How did you know that they got paid more than you?
I think
They
you look
told you?
familiar.
He told me. Yes,
He told you?
told me, and I was there longer than him.
Okay.
Wait, where'd you do security?
When did I do security?
Where?
Where from this year?
I seen him before. Wait. Actually, no, never mind. No, no,
Okay, so he got paid more than you, and you had been there longer than him.
Yes.
Okay, who worked more hours?
He didn't work.
You did.
He had
worked,
another job.
he worked more hours?
No.
He didn't. So do you know why he made more money than you at all?
No, I don't. Probably because he's a guy.
You really think it was just because of sex and nothing
Yes,
else?
Because I was there longer than him. So
What
I
about
have
performance though?
Performance?
Let's keep it 1,000.
No, because that's the starting rate that they start you off with. So when he first got there, that's what they chose to pay him.
Okay, well, did he come in when the minimum wage was higher?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, all right. So, ladies, the wage gap. Right. Yeah, we'll debunk it real fast because it basically states that women make. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe it might have something to do with age too.
Okay, he was older than you?
Yeah.
Was he more qualified? Maybe he had a degree or maybe he had more experience in security?
Maybe he did.
Okay. So, the wage gap basically says that women earn 80 cents on every dollar that a man makes. The reality is that comes from all working men and all working women. It doesn't account for hours worked, jobs worked, manual labor versus regular job experience, education, agreeableness, because men tend to be less agreeable. They want to argue higher wages. And then also women take more vacation. They take paternity time. They're less likely to work as many hours. They're less likely to work dangerous jobs. And then also on top of that, it's illegal for you to pay a woman less because of her gender. It's actually the 1970s Labor Act. So the wage gap, guys, when you actually account for career work, education, experience, etc., and you compare apples to apples, you realize that the wage gap actually disappears. And I would argue that at Google, and they found that women actually get paid more than men when you actually compare positions. And then on top of that, let's make it even more fun. Men earn more money than women right now, even though women are more educated than men and go to college at a higher rate. So think about it. Women have more access to college now than ever before, yet they still make less money. Well, let's look at that. Well, why? Because women want to go into career fields that pay less. They want to be social workers, etc. I looked at all of your guys' jobs. None of you work manual labor jobs and or jobs that involve STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Men dominate these fields. And before you say, oh, well, women can't get in, the argument is this.
I wasn't gonna say that.
If women want to get into a job that's male-dominated, law enforcement, STEM, science, technology, engineering, whatever, she has a higher likelihood of being hired. So what is the excuse for real that women make less? It's because of personal choice. It's not because of gender.
Right. And the reason I brought up that question is because you have no reason for why women are oppressed. There's absolutely nothing. But still, most of you will say, like, we need women's rights, we need feminism. You say, men ain't shit. I'm guarantee like 80% of the women here say men ain't shit. And there's an imbalance. There's a reason that your self-esteem is so high. There's a reason all of you think you're 8s and above, and that men are feeling worse and worse. It's because we just gas this up and we just entertain this when it's nonsense. And we allow you to be delusional. We allow you to believe in this, and it's messing up the dating marketplace. It's making people sadder.
Did you have something from before that you wanted to say?
Yeah.
With wage gap? I was making a point about why women actually make less.
Oh, I was gonna
It's
say
personal
that
choice.
when you guys asked the question,
Yeah.
I feel like we're speaking more in general instead of like in today's society. So that's probably what's being like thrown off.
But I mean, even in today's society, men still
Yeah, but
on
when you was
paper are
talking, you
more.
were saying today. Like, but I feel like majority of the questions in here were just based on in general.
I mean, everything is in general, but the wage gap has been an argument that's been made since like the 1970s and got debunked even back then. So it's not that women get paid less because they're women. Women get paid less.
No, but you said in today's societies, women get paid more. But I'm saying in general, I feel like
I said in today's society, they took women that worked at Google and compared them to men, and they found that the women actually made more money.
at Google.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but I'm saying in general, women make less because of their personal decisions, not because of their gender. Like women say, I get paid less because I'm a woman. No, you get paid less because the man probably has more experience. He maybe has a higher position. He might be a manager over you. Like you're not going to get paid as much as the manager, you know. But
It's different positions.
yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of women think that way. That like, well, we work the same job and I should get paid the same. No, he's higher than you. But women have an issue with hierarchies, and this is actually like biological. Like they've done it where they've like had studies and they've shown like when women get together, it's like you get $1, you get $1, you get $1. With men, it's like okay, you did the best job, you get paid the most. Women are communitarian by nature, which is why for her immediate thing was like he got paid more than me, but she didn't understand she's lower on the totem pole. And I don't mean to use you as an example, but this is how women in general think that. Well, I'm at the same job, I should get paid the same. That's not how it works. Same thing with you in the security position. Well, he might have just like been a better performer, which is why he got paid more. But the problem is that a lot of women think that they should get equal pay based on just gender. No, it's based on equal pay on performance. You get equality of opportunity, but women want equality of outcome, and they're two different things.
Can I add on to
Yeah.
that? So, a lot of companies nowadays, because of the fact that you can literally get sued if you pay women less, will take initiative to do the opposite, which is why Myron is saying at Google the women are getting paid more. It's because of the feminism that we fought so hard for that kind of made things backwards. Because think about it. Back in the day, what did you have to do? Look pretty, get a husband, keep up the house, which is shit that people do anyway. Not much else. Nowadays, we have to go to school, get a job, pay bills, figure out what guy wants to go 50-50 and what guy is willing to be a provider. The reason why there's such an imbalance is because of feminism, in a way. Because we're trying to be equal and we're not equal. We have different strengths and weaknesses. Instead of playing onto our strengths and weaknesses and delegating the jobs based on our strengths and weaknesses, we're trying to be equal. We don't need to be boss bitches all the time. We don't need to make our own money all the time.
So, you want to be a housewife and nothing else? That's what you
No.
want to do? Oh, I'm saying like from your responses, that's the vibe you give me. Like,
I mean,
you don't
if
feel
I
like you
could
need
be-
to work for
She has
nothing.
4 sugar daddies.
If I could be alive
okay.
at any point in time, I
That's
would be
reasonable.
honestly, quite honestly, I would be in Mansa Musa's harem.
Yeah,
at any
but-
point in time. Do you know who Mansa Musa is?
No, ma'am.
Okay, he was the richest man on earth in recorded history, and he was also a great leader. He was also very pious. He was also very charitable.
She knows something.
What that got to do? I'm confused.
Because
He used to give money
he's
away.
a
Like, what is
valuable
it?
man. That's the point.
No, but what do you bring to the table,
okay,
though?
do you know
Like-
what a harem is?
No. ma'am.
Okay, a harem is a part of, let's say, probably a kingdom or a castle where it's only women and the men who are there are eunuchs, which basically means they have their balls cut off. So it's women living amongst women. All they have to do is learn how to read and write, learn how to look pretty, learn how to dance, and learn how to entertain the men. You're literally
You love
taken
to
care
say
of,
look
and you're
pretty.
literally. What do women want to do? We have
Is
an
that all you want to
intrinsic.
do though? Is
Okay,
what I'm
but
asking.
every woman wants to be pretty. Why do we
No,
all
that's
give ourselves
but
ourselves
is that
over
all you have
8?
to offer? Is what I'm asking.
Absolutely
you.
not. Why do you think I can
that's what
sit
I-
here and be
that's what I wanted
so
to know.
Don't
confident in
belittle
my
that. That's a lot.
answers?
Being a housewife is a whole job.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that is
that
a job.
1,000% is a job, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, from her standpoint,
Why would I want to do hard work if I, in the
That's what I'm
past,
saying, like,
in the past, think smarter, not harder. Women in the past did not have to work to survive. Nowadays, if you're a woman and you say, I don't want to work, I want to opt out from the work field, you have to find a man who will take care of you. You don't just get to be existing in the world with the best cars, the best jewelry, the best everything, your nails done, hair done, Fendi down, Gucci down, if you don't have a man of value or if you don't work to give it to yourself.
So you just want to be well taken care of. Why?
That's crazy. That's the first chick that ever actually take accountability and tell us how females actually feel. Like, I'm blown back. I'm amazed. Yeah, I'm tuning out, guys. I'll be back at it again on another one. Peace.